And we're back. Okay, now I got the mask completely dry a little bit, but it's just enough that we can get started. Like I said in I don't know, this is like second part to this video. Now I'm going to say again, make sure you pay attention to what I'm doing. That way you won't forget anything, okay? Okay, now, what, I'm trying to think what to do next. Yeah, of course. We gonna have to, see about, I'm thinking about doing teeth. I'm thinking about it. I'm completely lost. Okay, we're gonna do the teeth. Okay. Now, what you need for, teeth, and for the rest, a glue gun. Now, I'm about to run out, so I'm reaching in my drawer here and getting some more. That way, you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm guessing 3 will do. I don't know. I'm gonna get one more. Because while doing this mask, you're gonna need a lot of glue. Now, let me get this plugged up. I need to find me an area to plug this up at. It's not really plugged up, as you can see. Okay. Well, I could undo, I'm going to unplug my Dremel tool because we don't need that no more. So, okay, unplug my Dremel tool. Now, plug up the hot glue. Don't know the... Okay. There we go. It is on, and we will wait. Okay, now, well, that being hot, you know how hot glue works. Let me move some of the stuff so we can get busy. Forgot about this paintbrush in here. Into my jar. I need to dry this off real fast. Where did I put my... here it is. It's easy to just, do what I just did. You make sure you don't forget about your paintbrushes in the jar, even though I think we're going to be needing this, maybe. I don't know. Now, I guess we can get started on the mesh since we're busy with this. Now, I got some mesh right here, so measuring out how much do we need. Look like about that much portion right here, I think. Let me see, get my scissors here. Sorry, I'm going like off camera here. Okay, now I want about this much. Now, in case you're wondering where can you get this stuff, well, you can pick up to your fabric store, but don't tell them like what you're doing. Just make up something, because they will agree with you of making a mask, but that's stupid people for you that guess don't want your money. Me, I picked this up at Walmart. You can actually find this at Walmart in the fabric aisle. You can find it up there. Now, I cut out me a good portion for the eye, and maybe enough to do this. Maybe. Now we're going to set that to the side right here, along with some scissors. And now, I guess we can start off of making the tongue. I'm going to set it to the side right here because we're going to be needing it. Now, I gotta clear all this stuff out. Hold on. I gotta make a minor adjustment. Yeah, adjustment. Yeah, I cannot say it right. Okay. Let me dump this to the side. There you go, into that trash can. Okay, now, oh, I bumped it. Now, in case you're wondering, you're gonna need something like this. You're gonna need a good piece of plastic. This is pretty much heat resistant. I don't know where I got it from. I just found it one day and I thought, oh, I can use this for something else. And I did. I use this part right here for the mesh. As you can see, there's pink and red and red and red and that over here. Don't mind that. But I use the other side. Let me flip it around. As you can see, I use the other side, and this is an example of the hot glue. Let me see. This is an example of the hot glue. Now, I won't be using that, so I can just peel it off with a X-Acto knife. Show you right here of what we're gonna be doing with the tongue. It's gonna be, pretend it's like the tongue, okay? I already put a hot glue, it already dried. Now you want to take the X-Acto knife and you just want to scrape it a little bit, not too much. Just get you a little edge, and look at that, see? Just like that. You can actually see where it left the mark at. Oh, hold on. Sorry. You can actually see though where it left it off at. It's right there. And you want to peel this sucker off with a X-Acto knife, but we don't be needing this piece, I don't think. So I'm just going to leave it to the side because we might. I don't know. And that's what I'm going to be doing on here. Don't mind this though. This is supposed to not be there. But oh well. Now, what you're going to be doing as you want to pour the hot glue on a surface that's pretty much smooth. And, well, I don't know if metal, but don't put it on wood, because if you do, it's not going to be right. You can put it on anything else besides wood. And on the, the plastic that you use is heat resistant, because this sucker right here pick up a lot of heat. And if it burns through, well, you're gonna be screwed. Now, let me show you of what I'm talking about. I think I got enough here to show you what I'm talking about. Now, to make the tendrils that we want, you can just plain like mismatch and all that, just blob everything up like this. As you can see, I ran out. That's gonna be like the tendrils. I think I did pretty good right here. That looks more like venom. Now, in case you're wondering how to paint it, well, I'm going to show you that whenever this sucker gets dry. Here's my other glue. Load that back up and make some more. Now, by doing this, you might want to be careful of what you're doing, though, because you don't want to mess up. But like I said, you can play mismatch. You can do whatever you want. You know. Some of these don't have to be the same. Some of these can be like, you can just blob it on. I'm also going to be doing this way as I'm doing the tongue, but that's going to be in the video once these suckers get all dry. right now my glue is not picking up enough heat for some reason. It never do this. It automatically gets heated. I guess it's not fully like loaded. Now, well, these pieces are drying off. Now, it's not a lot, but it's just a start of get you on making a venom mask. Now, you can actually do the tendrils like outside or inside, like I did with Carnage. Let me show you. See? So I could just, you can actually tell that these are hot glued. I actually painted them. They're not like, you know, like red hot glue. I don't know if they actually made some like that, but you might get some luck. But yeah, these are the tendrils. I looked at 100 different photos and I want to make some that completely different. So I just put them around the mask, as you can see here. As you can see. Oh, and of course a little bit on the eyes. But that's for Carnage. You gotta like really like blob it. And you gotta make like a good portion, like as you see here. Because if you do, you might mess up. It's almost dry now. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead and make some more, but first I'm waiting to this get a little bit of heated up right now. It's very, very going to get complicated, but I'm reckon you guys can figure it out. But I've been asking a lot of YouTubers to make this mask. CF5 told me he sort of did make a venom mask, but it didn't turn out right. Because he didn't have this, and of course tongue as well. But I'm going to show you how to make tongue. It's the same process as you making the tendrils right here, but it's more complicated, and you're going to need a heat gun. Yes, an actual heat gun. I got one right here. It's right below me. As you can see, you're going to need a heat gun. Yes, this one you're going to need. But you want to set it on low, because if you set it on high, it's going to completely melt the mask. I should know. I tried it out one winter ago. Okay, this can come off now. Now you gotta be careful, because some of these right here, as you can see on the camera, I don't know if you can, but some of these can be easy to peel off, some of these not. That's why you have to get the X-Acto knife and just glide it upon the surface. Well, actually the bottom, not the surface. Don't do it on the surface. It'll completely mess it up. And just peel back gently, and boom, there we go. We have our first tendril that's gonna be going on the mask. Now, it's not going to be going outside like Carnage. Nah, this one going to be completely different. So like I said, we're basing this on the movie. I need to do a little trimming here because I don't like how that is. Yeah, so you can take an X-Acto knife and just trim it up. Be all looking all nice. Now this little tendril is going to go in outside of the mask. As you can see, it'll get that appearance like it's going, you know, off. Probably have to, I'm going to have to see if I can like bend that straight. You probably can with a heat gun, but don't though, it might completely melt it. Okay, now for the others. Now these are not all of them. We're going to make like a bunch for this mask. I'm just going to show you the whole process of how to make one. You can do it with the tendrils or not the tendrils. It doesn't really matter. But you probably use another word like tentacles or tendrils or whatever you want to call them. It's up to you. Yeah, that one looks, that actually turned out not too bad. I'm trying to like bend it a little bit so you see on the camera. Yeah, that one turns out pretty good. Now for the other one. Now, you probably asking, you probably don't have none of this stuff, but you can just pick it up off online, Walmart. You know, it's just the same. You can get this stuff. You can get a hot glue gun anywhere, pretty much almost anywhere. Now I'm going to make more tendrils here because on the movie, he had a bunch of them going around here. So we're going to do that. And the process, I'm going to be also making the tendrils from off of this mask, as you see here. These are actually hot glue itself. And I'm going to repeat this process because I thought that part was cool. It seemed like venom-ish, so we're going to be doing it. What you're going to be doing, you want to make a straight line. See, like a straight line. And you want to keep doing this about maybe, 3 more times. But to a, if you want to make like a full venom mask, kind of like I got right here, like a full one, you're gonna need more. Plus, don't get mad though if someone be like, oh, I do not like this one, I'm gonna redo it again. You can redo it again. Remember, this is like your world. You can make and break the rules if you want. Now while these drying, I'm gonna go ahead and make more tendrils. Like I said, I'm gonna put these to the side. We want to make more tendrils. You can make different sizes. Oh, I got a refill. That's why I grabbed 3. I'm gonna put them right here so I can see them because I keep forgetting where I placed them at. Now you can make different ones. You can make small ones. You can make big ones. You can make some crazy ones, I'll say. Now, that one is done. Now for another one. There we go. Now, I don't know how many tendrils that's going to be going on this mask, so I'm guessing we can make 4, just 4 tendrils. Now, let's see. Yeah, like I said, you can make different ones if you guys want, like I just did. Like how I did this one, I let the gap in between them. And of course this one as well. I think this one is like the best one I made. Oh, I think it was off camera, my bad. Yeah, I think that one's the best one because I like it. It's kind of cool. In case you're wondering how I came up with this idea for it, well, one day I was staring at one of my masks I created, and the idea just came to me, and I've been asking YouTubers to make a Venom mask. They didn't. I even told Big Hush to make one, and he said he's got to look at the face and see what he can do. And while he was doing that, I thought to myself, you know what? Since no one don't want to make a Venom mask, I guess I have to make it on my own. And I did. And that's when the whole project began with this. My first Venom mask. And then I started working on Carnage. Then Anti-Venom. And then Venom Pool. I mean, I even told CF5, but he told me that he actually did make one, but apparently his was a complete failure because he didn't have the mesh or the tongue, because he said that was most important ingredient of making the mask was the tongue. So I'm going to show you how to make the tongue in this one. Like I said, I don't know if we can put it on this mask or don't, but we'll find out. Right now, we're going to wait for all of this to dry before we put on the white mash. And in the meantime, I'm just going to talk. You guys can just skip through it if you want, if you guys are already done, or you just want to watch the video. But I do need to mention something on this mask if you plan on skipping. Now, I added the white veins on the movie. On the movie, he had these white veins going everywhere, and I thought that would look cool on this. So, I gave mine a unique design. And plus, if you're planning on like like I did with teeth, I drew the gum line. I drew like the gum line in teeth. Now, I was gonna put an actual gum line on it with hot glue. I was gonna like just spread it on there, but apparently I did that one time and it just fall through the mesh, and I just had to completely like peel that off, clean up the teeth again, and yada yada yada. And it was a difficult process. And you guys might have better luck than me. I don't know. You guys might. So you can do that. I'm going to give some better lighting here with the lamp. In case you're wondering. Make everything a little brighter. Just to see what's going on. Now, let's see these dry yet. Yep, they are dry. They are ready to be peeled. I don't know about them, but we'll find out. See, it's not that, it's not that difficult to peel it though with the X-Acto knife. You just gotta know what you're doing. I hope you're seeing this on camera. I don't know if you guys are, but you want to gently peel it. Well, not peel it, more like just scrape it a little bit underneath. It's kind of like, gliding. I hope I'm saying that right to you guys. Okay, now, watch how I do the knife. As you guys can see it a little bit, it's coming off. Now, you want that. And then you just put your finger on it. And then I'm trying to make it like you guys can actually see it. And just peel it on back, just like that. I'm trying to like hold this because it's trying to come with this. Okay, see? Now, as like I said, you can put this stuff on any surface except wood. Almost any surface. Just don't put it on wood. Because if you guys do, it's the wood is actually going to come with this, and it's not going to be looking right. This is the best way to go. Just peel it off. But if you guys don't like how it's doing right here, I guess you guys can gently peel it off with the knife. I mean, you guys saw it on the camera, so you guys can do that. While this is drying still a little bit, we're going to put our tendrils over here so we can keep an eye on them. Now I'm going to show you how to make the tongue. Now I'm about to be running out, so I'm going to refuel up. I probably need to grab like more because making the tongue, it's going to take a lot of glue. I'll get 4 this time because there's going to be a lot of gluing and ungluing. Just try and get everything you want. So if you guys are low on glue, go out in the store and buy some. Just stop the video and go out and buy some, because this is like I said, this mask, it's a lot of work, but you just keep saying to yourself that it's going to be worth it, and it kind of was for me. Okay, now let's refuel up now to make the tongue. Now, what you want to do first is start off with a big glob base, like a big circle. So, let's do that. Don't know if you've seen on camera. Okay, you see right here what I just did? Now, that's going to be your main part that you're going to glue down inside of the mask. Now, what you're going to do is just make yourself a big, long, like I said, tongue. Apparently, I gotta wait now because this is not drying bad enough. But as you can see right here, what I'm trying to do, the tongue is going to go outward, or you can make it curve or straight, or I'm going to say serpentine. I think that's what you call it. You can do it like that, or you can make it like turn like slightly to that way or the other way. You know, you can turn it any way you go. You can actually like do some custom made stuff with this hot glue. Like I said, there's a lot you can do with this glue. I even have a theory, but you guys can do it. I was planning on taking the hot glue while it was still drying and using that and put it on the tongue, make it look like he's actually drooling. You guys can do that if you guys want. It'll be a unique idea coming from me, so you guys can do that. Now I will warn you though, if you're gonna touch that, make sure you're wearing gloves, because that stuff is hot. I should know. I felt it plenty of times, and it's not pretty. It's actually not pretty. That stuff burns. Now let's go back to the tongue. Now as you can see, it's this part here doesn't have enough. Now this part does, so no problem. As you can see, I now have enough on this side. Now, like I said, what you want to do, you want to make sure you get enough good portion of the tongue. Now, we're going to make it curve this way. As you can see, I ran out pretty fast. You're going to have to use a lot, though. A lot. Because this whole process of how to make the venom tongue is pretty a lot of glue. Now, as you can see, it's going to the right, and as you see, it's going to start looking like a tongue almost. All you need is just the base of the tongue, aka the tip. Now, don't not get mad in case your tongue like looking all like weird. It'll be like a unique design. Now, in case you're wondering how to get that short tip, now all of this is in this video. Now, like I said, you can make it long or short or small. It doesn't really matter how the tongue is. It doesn't have to be that like that movie accurate, I'll say. It doesn't have to be that way. Now, as you can see right here, as you can see, it's going this way. I'm going to go with this kind of a tongue because I don't want to be that big, because I don't know how much I'm going to be using. Now, in case you're wondering how to peel it off, well, you can do the same way like I just showed you. Like I did with these. Use the X-Acto knife to peel it off while it's drying. Now, these guys are already dry, so I can peel them off and we can start putting them on the mask. Ooh, this one is very difficult to come off. Sound like the kids are home. Sorry if you're hearing stuff in the background. Most of them are dogs, and sound like the kids are home. Now, how the way this works though, how I don't like how this tip is, as you see on the camera. I don't like how that is, so you can just remove it with the X-Acto knife, just like that. And I dropped the glue gun. I'm sorry for your noise in the background. This video will last longer than the way I wanted. Now, I'm going to move this to the side because we're going to be needing that soon. So, what you want to do is to peel it back just like you're like peeling something. Like, I'll say like an orange. Like you're peeling an orange. You want to be graceful. Okay, it's about to come off. It's very difficult to come out. Some of them are. So, but be careful though if you do, because like I said, this part here, it's like kind of a little fragile, but you can actually display your mask or you can wear it. You guys can, but make sure like the glue is like actually on there pretty good. Because if you don't, well, they're gonna be falling off like 24/7. As you know, I learned this and I got pretty better at it. You know, as they say, when you learn your mistakes, you can try again. So every mistake you made, you will get better. And I have made plenty of mistakes. Now, like I said, I don't like how that is, so I'm gonna do a little trimming. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys can probably like do like otherwise. Sorry, I'm going off camera. As you can see, we got one of our tendrils. Now for the other one. Now, what we want to do is, this one is very hard to get because as you see, the tendril is going this way and it's beginning coming a little hard. Some of these will be hard to peel off, some of these won't be. You just gotta know like what you're doing, that's all. Now, as I said though, I do not like how that is, so I'm gonna do a little trimming. Remember, every tendril don't have to be that perfect, but if you want it perfect, you can just do what I just did and use an X-Acto knife to peel it off. To like, well, actually not peel it off, more like cut it. You want to cut it. And as you can see, I like it, how that tendril is. Now, you can not have like the same type of tendrils that I got. Yours can be different. They don't have to be like exactly mine. Now, I see the tongue is dry. It's hard, and that's what you want. Now, let me peel it off and show you an example of how to put it on a mask. Here we go. See? Look at that. It is peeling off slowly. It's kind of a little hot, but you can probably set yours on a fan. It will dry faster, be much hardened. Mine is a little warm, probably not done drying, but like I said, I am showing you how to make the tongue. Now, you want to peel this part because this part is hard. If you peel it off like that, any chance it might break. So don't be doing that. That's like a big no-no you want. Okay, here we go. Look at that. It only needs a little bit of trimming. Look at that. There is your tongue. Like I said, it don't have to be like this big. You can make it like however big you want. I did show you examples from the tongues from when the first video started of the mask and how the tongues are, so you can actually do that. Now, in case you're wondering, what's he gonna be doing with this part? I'm gonna show you. Now, you want to take your mask and you want to apply it up back of the mask like that. You want to glue it like right there. And seeing this now, I think I won't put the tongue on here, but I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna like now. Before you put it on here, make sure you put hot glue right here. If you don't, well, it's gonna fall off. Now, and when you did that, you're like saying, "Oh, hey, it is sticking up. How I'm gonna do this?" Well, you want to get a heat gun and apply it right here gently. Put it on low slimmer, and once you see it starting to fall like that, or you can do it like my way. You can probably hot glue it right down here and it will just go off like that. You guys can do that if you guys want. You guys can if you want, but if you don't, well, if you don't want to make a tongue, you know. But if you don't want to do what I just said, glue it right here, the tongue, partially that much right there, as you can see. If you don't want to glue it right here, well, you could probably let it hang around like that, but make sure you use a heat gun. But be warned, if you're using the heat gun, it will start to break right here because this part is glued down. Let me show you. This part is glued down. By doing that, the sharp edge of it, of the mask, will be like breaking it off, but you want to catch it real fast. You want to stop what you're doing and just hold it. Then take your hot glue right here and start pouring it right there on the cracked surface. As much as you can, then it'll become hardened like a rock, and then you can start going ahead and paint the tongue. Now you can leave it white, or you can leave it pink, or whatever. Now, by painting the tongue pink, be warned that it is difficult to paint, but you had to put on at least about 3 or 4 layers of paint on this, because hot glue with this tongue is very hard. I will show you an example. Now, pretend this is pink. It's not really, it's red, but you know what I mean. Pretend this is like red. Let me put the mask over here. Now, I'm going to show you. There we go. Now, pretend that's pink, but it's not. It's actually red, but like I said, pretend it's pink. This is pretending. Now, you want to take your paintbrush, and you want to paint the tongue like this. As you can see, it's showing a little bit. Like, it's showing a little bit. You see what I mean? It shows a little bit. See what I mean? If you can actually see it through the camera. Hope I'm shining just right. Oh, I bumped the camera, my bad. As you can see, that you have to put on 3 or 4 layers when this layer is dried, but make sure you cover the whole tongue, front and back. Now, I also forgot one more important step, but if you do not like how this tongue is like thin, you're going to have to put another layer here at the bottom. But make sure you stay in the lines. You don't want to be like you don't want to be having like this kind of a tongue, kind of a little flopping, but if you guys do, you can. Just make sure you add another layer here so it won't break or bump, because it's kind of a little flimsy, as you see. I'll show you an example. Let me put this here. I'll show you an example. Like I did with this tongue though. See, it's not really like flopping around. It's actually pretty stiff and hard, because on the back of it, as you can see, I added another layer. Let me turn it sideways so I show you. As you can see, you can actually see it. And here's a comparison. Yeah, I added another layer. You can actually see where it was. Here's a line. Give me an example how many how much glue I use. That was actually a part of this tongue right here. I thought I was going to use this kind, but I did not like it. So I added another layer down here on the bottom. Make it harden. And I did. So it won't flop around as you see here. That won't flop around no more. I just showed you. So like I said, just keep adding some more paint to it. In case you don't know, that as you can see, it will show up. But be warned though, if you plan on clear coating it with the tongue, you can do that. But don't do it with the mesh on. Don't do it with the mesh on. So I'm glad I did not do it with the mesh, because I'm getting a little off track here. Like I said, I never did a video. This is my first time of making a video. Now, let's toss this tongue to the side. You guys already know how to make the tongue. Now, and you guys already know how to put it on. Just keep rewinding the video back and you can actually see. Now, to make the mask itself, I'm going to add the teeth, like I said here. Then I'm going to start painting it. Then I'm going to add these tendrils coming down off the mask, as you can see. And I don't know if I have enough here to have enough, but just in case, I'm going to put that little one in here. Now, I will separate the tendrils and the eye ones. Now, these are the tendrils here. And that's the last of the tendrils. These are going to be the eyes. Now, you're probably wondering from the video, from the mask I just showed you, this one, that they're not point how you get that. Well, I'm going to show you. This is the whole point of the video. Now, you want to lay it flat. Well, partially flat. I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. Now, you want to cut it from right here, as you can see. Now, you want to start cutting, and as you see, it's starting almost like a tip. As you guys can see, it's starting almost like a tip. Then you want to do it to the other side. You can probably do this with a pair of scissors, as you guys can, but I prefer an X-Acto knife. Now, as you can see, it's starting to almost look like a tip. Now, you're wondering, that's not a full tip. But I'm gonna show you how to get it. Again, you want to keep doing it. But this time, go kind of like that. And there you go. You have it. You have yourself a tip. A sharp tip. Now, you can actually apply that to the mask, but not yet. You gotta do it to the other one. So I'm going to quickly do it to the other one, since I just show you guys how you can repeat the process. Yeah, I forgot to mention, or you can get it at one time. But I don't like how this one is, so I'm going to do a little trimming. As you guys can see, that I got that one with just one slash. You guys can keep on doing that if you guys want. As you can see, I not barely like that tip, so I'm gonna keep cutting it. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bump the camera. As you can see, it's starting to look like a tip. Kind of. Showing you an example. Now, once you get that, you can apply it to the mask. But you're probably saying that it's not black. Well, you can paint it black. Just like I showed you with that tongue right here. Now, you can just paint it black. It's not that problem. Now, as you can see, you want to put it probably somewhere like between here, or down here, but you only got 3. You could probably put more than 3. You could probably put 2, 1, 8. I doubt it. Though you can put 8. Okay, as you can see, you want to put it like right here, but just enough like that. As you can see, just enough like that. Make it look cool. Make it look like actual like venom-ish. Pretty much like a tooth. And as you can see, you got enough space here to glue it down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue it down right here. My hot glue is getting stuck on the mask because I got into a certain angle so you guys can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not used to the video. I know this is not the same one that I choose, but okay, that burned. Like I said, that hurt a lot. So be careful. Don't do what I just did. Ooh, gutsy, that was hot. Ooh, and I bumped the camera. I'm sorry. I'm in pain right now. I'm sorry. Gutsy, that was hot. Oh, okay. As you can see, there you have parsley of the thing, but it's not going the way I want it. I kind of want to go like in a certain angle, but you know, this is what I do. If I had to do, you may do what you do. Now, you want to apply the other one to that one, but it's too big, as you see, because there's not going to be enough room to put the teeth. So, put that to the side, and you want to cut it. Maybe a little more. That will be enough. And you want to apply it probably right here. That way you have enough to put the mesh and the teeth. Now to glue it. And I hope I don't get burned. Because about doing this, I spoke too soon. I got burned. Like I said, doing this is kind of a little hard work. But you keep saying to yourself, it's going to be worth it. Yeah, I kind of don't like it how the way it is, but you know, this is like my 3rd mask, and I'm kind of a little tired of making this. But I gotta show you guys. Because I made a promise to a YouTuber, CO5 mask, that I'll make him a video of making this mask. So, he's probably watching as same as you guys. But I'll say he's my special guest of honor. And yes, I got me something to drink here because I am thirsty of making this. I just spray painted outside, and it's becoming like a pain to me. So I'm probably gonna put that one probably somewhere over here, getting a certain angle in the way, hoping the way I want it. And yeah, that will be enough. Now, kind of want to angle it in a certain way. That will do. I just gotta remember. Now, I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't want to get burned. This stuff it's uncomfortable. Okay, that time I didn't get burned. And, well, I might do the other ones because they don't look more like venom-ish. You guys can agree with me. That one looks perfect. That one kind of don't, so. Ooh, that's a big no-no right there. Well, that's the problem of using spray paint. You have to worry about that, but, you know, that's only just the front. The front will be fine. If you guys don't like it, you can actually just repaint it with actual acrylic paint. I mean actual acrylic paint. You want to paint that part out with that. But I'm going to leave it like this because I'm sort of done of making this mask for you guys. I mean, I promised the YouTuber I'll make one for him. Well, technically this is not his. I am planning on making him some though. Yeah, I got a little message for CF5 if he's hearing this. CF5, in case you're wondering, yes, I am making you 3 masks. 3 for you, and I'm going to be making them. I'm going to be making them for you. I just want to put that clear out because last time I told you this, you were like confused. And I'm going to tell you what they're going to be based off of, but I don't want to be like a little spoiler for you, so I'm going to add like mystery. You can try to look it up, but good luck. I am going to be making you a pop toy mask. Yes, a pop toy. I have an example I can probably show you. See, if you don't know what actual Funko Pop is, I hope I'm saying that right. Funko Pop. Ah, I got burned again. It's not in a certain angle I want it. And yeah, that is a certain angle I want. I'm going to redo this one. Yeah, in case you're wondering, it's all about the angles of what kind of, like, what part of the mask you want. Yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, I am cutting it because I don't like how it is going through this hole. I don't want to go through the hole. But let me stop right here and show CF5, like, an actual Funko Pop, like, what I'm going to be basing his mask off. Okay, here's a Funko Pop, in case you guys don't know what it looks like. I'm talking about CF5, in case you don't know what it looks like. Here's an actual Funko Pop. Yeah, it says it right here. Well, I call them Pops, because they kind of remind me of toys like this. But I collect these all the time. But this is not the one I'm talking about, CF5. I'm going to be making one based off of 1, or 10E3, but it's not this. It's not Aquaman. No. Even though that would be interesting to make Manta. But anyway. Like I said, you can try to look it up, but be warned, there's a million of them, and it can be any type of 3. So, good luck of hunting what is I'm about to build for you. And I mean good luck. They are hundreds, even thousands of different kind of Funko Pops. And I said 3 different kinds. And that's like 3 out of a million. 3 out of a million. So good luck to CF5 of seeing what to build for you. Now I'm gonna apply this on here again because like I said, I did not like it. So it's gotta be in a certain angle to make it feel like it's venom. Oh, mother. Try not to curse on this video, but that hurt. I try not to curse on this video. I don't want to get this video demonetized. And it's not in a certain angle. Like I said, this stuff hurts though. In case you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo that again. That is not the way I want it. Let's see, it's got a little hot glue right there. Yeah, it was a little too big. You guys can just skip this process. I'm just trying to see what a certain angle I can put it. Make it feel like venom, because that's what you're looking for anyway. Yeah, that seemed more like venom right there, I guess. But it's kind of a little too big. I kind of want a little shorter. Sorry, I'm going off camera. I'm trying to get into a certain angle I want it. Now, it's not on there pretty good, so I'm going to glue it right there and there just to get it the way I want it. Ooh. Oh! You guys just saw that? It fell apart. Huh, that's new for me. It fell apart when I was gluing. Huh, it melted. The hot glue actually melted that. Huh, that's new for me. Okay. That looks a little more Venom-ish, I think. Like I said, you can play mismatch. You can put in certain angles. But I'm doing this just to show you. Now, I'm going to see what I do. I'm going to see if this looks more like Venom. What do you think, guys? That looks more like Venom Eye in a way. But these are going to have to be black. Let me toss this tongue away since I show you guys how to make it. I probably will end the video like this and take a picture whenever I'm done. I think I showed you guys all enough to make your own mask. I think. Because this video is like a little too long. And the process going to be like doing this is going to be kind of a little heartbreaking. I'm just going to send a picture of CF5 and he guys will show you of what the mask look like when I'm done. Since you guys, I already told you guys how to make the tendrils and how to put the teeth on here and told you about the mesh too. Wait, I think I forgot to show you about the mesh. Yeah, you know what? We ain't going to end it right now. Well, I'm going to keep on going. Okay. To make the mesh, you're going to have to clear out some of this stuff to get the mesh into black. This is going to be an example. I can always cut me some more. I got a whole bunch. Of this stuff. So, never mind that stuff. Now, you want to turn this over. And as you can see, this is all rough. As you can see. I'm hoping the camera is picking it up. Now, this part I got here, it's going to be the mouth. Hold on. We're going to leave the hot glue on. Because I'm going to be needing that afterwards when I get done. I'm just going to show you guys this last step. And you guys will take care of it here. Remember, pretend this is like the black part. Now, you wondering how to paint it black. Well, you want to get a big enough paintbrush. Kind of like that. And make sure it's like completely dry and rub it around because I got this out of the water not too long. Now, you want to get black paint. And you want to get a whole bunch right there because doing this it's going to take a lot. I better move this before I get burned, so I'm going to be moving it off camera. Okay, now we can get back to making this. Now, you want to take this, and this is how you can actually go out, probably buy you some black mesh, but I prefer this way because it will save you a trip to the store. This is like the lazy, cheap way, I'm going to say. And you want to apply it on the mesh. As you see here, it's turning it black, and you want to do that to the whole entire thing. But me, I might not need that much, since you saw like the mask itself. The mouth part is, it doesn't take that lot of mesh. But in case you're wanting to use a bigger piece, you can use a bigger piece, but be warned, it's going to take a lot. Now, it's going to take a very long time for this to dry. Being hot in this one room I'm in, it probably will dry a little faster because winter is ending and it's becoming back hot again. I do not like it. I sweat a lot. And I do not like it. Now, I'm not going to be covering this whole, but if you guys want, you guys can. If you guys don't, or you want to cut a new piece and just do it like this. But be careful though of what surface you put this on, because this paint will just stick. And that's what you want. But you want it, you want it to stick, because if you get it to stick on this without even moving it, you can actually move it though. You can move it while it's sticking, because while doing that, you can move to any place, like outside to let it dry faster, or inside, maybe to a heater or something, just to get it dry. Now, I think this part will do for the mouth, and this part's gonna be for whatever. Now, whenever it gets dried, like fully dried, you want to peel it off with the white. But if you don't have the white, like you fully cover it, well, you want to get an X-Acto knife and do what I just showed you, how to get these off of plastic. Now, you want to peel it off with this. I probably will show you because this is my mesh, but I'm going to show you guys. Let me bring the camera a little closer. Okay, that's probably how close it can be. It's not being a certain angle. Hold on. Okay, this is gonna have to do. Okay, what you want to do, you see the edge right here, right? The edge. Hold on, let me clean up the knife. Okay. Now, you want to peel it back just like that. Just like that. And then, you can do it like that. See? But that's whenever it gets fully dry. You can just glide it upon the surface. Pretend like you're cutting something. But you don't want to hurt the mesh like that. As you can see, it's not fully dry. So, I'm gonna wipe that off of my rag here I got. Wipe it off. There we go. You want to keep doing this. Like I say, you can leave it like this or paint it fully. It's whatever you guys want to float your boat. But like I say, you can actually pick this up to any kind of store. But like I said, don't say of what you're working on, because CF5 has some bad customers. Well, technically bad people that he explained it on one of the lives that he did. Go check him out. It's in one of those videos. I'm even on there, but it's my name is actually Edward Littleton, but my work, if you guys want to see all my work, he did like people send him a whole bunch of pictures and all that other stuff of how people so talented and everything else. So yeah, my work is on there, but it's in my sister name. But my email is also in my sister name. Just find Littleton. That's my last name. It's my sister's last name and it's my last name. Like I said, my email and my YouTube is all tied to her account. So everything I get, she gets to anything. So I'm going to end the video right here. Now, CF5 probably show you all of this. I think I taught him everything he needed to know of how to make a venom mask. But be warned though, make sure you paint this, but don't put the mesh on, and make sure you put the teeth on. And in case you're wondering, you want to put the gum lines and all that other stuff, you can just hand paint it, like I did with this. And I always show you guys how to make the tongue, like I said. It's all in this video. I'm going to end it right here, and I wish you guys all the best of luck of making this mask. So, See you later.